Norman, welcome. Welcome to LA. Hey, yesterday we were talking to Lawrence Frank, and he was saying that he never thought that he'd be able to acquire someone of your skill set on a long-term contract in your prime like yourself. Curious, what was your reaction to these being traded? Did you think you would ever be coming down here?
Honestly, no. When my agent called me, I didn't believe it. I knew that they were going to make moves out in Portland, just the way, Ant was playing and just how the team was structured and wanting to build things like that. Some of the guys were talking, but I definitely didn't, just because I signed. I knew I wasn't untradeable, but just because I signed the long-term deal I had 5 years. So, I bought a house out there. I was like, I'm going to be here for a little bit. And that was the only bad thing about the trade, was that I had just got my furniture into the house. So I didn't really get to enjoy that. But I definitely didn't think I was going to be traded. But feels good. I was excited. I was definitely happy to be coming home.
Lawrence talked at length about how this was made with the vision of putting you alongside Kawhi and PG. On your other two stops, you've been on teams that have had Kawhi and Lowry and Dame and CJ. I'm just curious, seeing kind of those two-star orientations work. What did that teach you about, complimenting guys like that and what you can bring to this situation?
I think what's so unique about me is that I've been, literally, if you follow my career, I've been in every single role on the team. The guy fighting, scratching, trying to get into the rotation, being in the rotation, being taken out of rotation, playing alongside Kyle DeMar, playing alongside Kyle, Kawhi, playing off them. So I think I can fit perfectly in here, with PG and Kawhi. I know them for a while. I've always been talking to PG in the summer and throughout the season when I would face him. It's good. I think I've developed myself, my game, to fit in any role that you need me. On nights where they're not playing or whatever it is, I can be one of the primary guys, and I can also, be the guy finishing plays when they're drawing all the attention, with my ability to shoot the three, space the floor for them, and be able to attack the basket and create. And going at them, not backing down. I think I was able to gain some of their respect early on, even before making it to the NBA. I just how I competed and always asking questions and learning from them and going against them, going at them. So, I know a couple of guys just from, playing basketball and being around that. And not only with the team, just within the organization. There's a lot of guys at UCLA. Fitz, a video guy. He was my basketball manager at UCLA. Wes Long was our strength coach. So, there's a lot of guys that I know here in the organization. So it feels good. Jerm Castleberry, he hosted me on my official visit to San Diego State when I was in high school. So it feels good. Everybody welcoming me and seeing familiar faces, so I get acquainted and up to speed really quickly.
You've had a great shooting year from the mid-range, attacking the basket, and from three. As a three-level scorer, like this team, obviously you don't know what's going on with Kawhi and PG, but what are your conversations been like with Ty and some of the coaching staff about your role? You could see tonight 28 points. You looked a little comfortable out there. Like what have the conversations been like with them?
Just asking what I like, what plays. Chauncey ran for me up in Portland. Chauncey coming from here. They have a very similar play set. The exact same play sets. So, it was easy. They just have little wrinkles in how they get into it and different calls and terminology and signals. Just asking what I like to do, where I like to attack from, and just being able to go out there and play, and not think about anything and just go hoop. Just excited, like you said, they said, playing alongside them. Kawhi and PG, and then there's just the different roles that they can have and see me in being a tool positions.
Hi, Norm. How important was it to you to have a big night in your first game with a new team?
It wasn't too important to me. I just wanted to go out there and play. I was excited, to be home, have my family and friends in the stands. Just wanted to go out there and play and compete, not think about anything, go out there and just try to win. I don't want to focus too much on trying to score or being the guy or whatever. Let the game come to me. The defense would dictate, how I attack and how I play. And that was it. I wasn't worried about anything besides going out there and competing and making plays to try to help us get a win. That's all what I'm all about. I'm not a stats guy. I know if you play the game the right way, all that stuff will take care of itself.
Well, to echo everybody else, welcome. Or welcome home, I guess.
Thank you.
Obviously, in Toronto, you and Serge and Kawhi had a pretty special experience. What did you learn about those guys there? And what's your reaction to sort of getting to try to do it again here?
Just how professional they were, when we first got Serge, how detailed he was in his preparation, taking care of his body, doing all the extra little things to make sure, he goes out there and he's 100%. He's very detailed oriented in what he needs, reading what his body is telling him. And when we got Kawhi and Danny, just seeing the focus and what it takes to win a championship. They brought that championship mentality and mindset early on. The training camp from the start, it felt a little different. It felt more intense. So as a guy still filling out and trying to make my way, behind those guys and see where I fit in, was just picking up the little things, the little things they would talk about throughout the training camp and games, what they're focused on, and just their preparation. I'm a student of the game. I love to watch the guys who I look up to and pick different things from them. So just the preparation that they had and their focus on going out there each and every night and playing and giving themselves up for the team. And, I'm excited. I think we have something really good here. And I'm just looking to come in and help anywhere I can.
Serge and those guys to where you are now, because you kind of had the chance to kind of grow on your own, right?
Yeah, I think I've been able to mature, I think I don't get rocked or out of whack, out of sorts when different things are thrown my way. Just mentally being strong and focused on what I have to do. I think my confidence never wavers, no matter what's happening on the floor, however the outcome is with the game and my performance. I really believe in myself and the work that I put in each and every day. Throughout the course of the season and in the summer, I work really, really hard on making my weaknesses my strengths and making my strengths even stronger. So I think just the maturity from being able to go through that whole experience, that whole playoff run and winning a championship, and just being able to go out there and fight. Like I said, I was in every situation, every position with the Raptors, and I've gone through a lot. I think all that has just helped me and my game grow.
When you got to practice yesterday, it looked like Ty had said, "We got a good thing going here," and welcomed you that way. Their comebacks over the last month, 24 points, 25, 35. You have a busy life. You were with the Blazers at the time. But was that something you were noticing from afar, those comebacks? And
yeah, I mean, if you're a student of the game, you watch, you keep up. If you're not watching the game, you're keeping up on it down. Like tonight, man, we fought, and made it, got it to single digits, just a few more stops, a couple bounces will go our way. I think we can tie the game up. But I like that. I love a team that's like that everybody's pulling for each other, everybody's fighting, everybody's clawing. That's my game. That's who I am as a person. I'm a grinder. So my brand's all about understanding the ground, and I feel like I fit perfectly in here.
So close, they're such good friends. Did Chauncey give you a scouting report on what to expect from Coach Ty?
I know. He just talked about how much Ty Lue likes my game. Really wanted me. I talked to Ty Lue yesterday when we were at dinner, and I always felt that he had an interest in me since back in the bubble. Talking to him in passing and stuff, he was always asking me questions about my game, my stats, and this and the other. So I know their interest was there. I was excited that I was going to be, under his wing now. I was telling Chauncey, man, I wish I was able to play a little longer. Talking to him, picking up different things and how he sees the game. He's a tremendous player when he was playing. But he said I'm in good hands with T. Lue, and I know I am. All the things I've heard about him as a coach, seeing him as a player as well. So I'm excited to be here.
You'd mentioned you're excited to be here, and I just kind of want to know, what are you most excited about in returning home back down to SoCal?
Just being able to be around my family. It's been a long journey being in Toronto and then Portland. Portland was a little better, not having to deal with customs and all that and passports. And it was a quicker flight for my mom and my sisters to get to, even my friends. So just being back home, San Diego's 2-hour drive on good days. Vegas, where I live out now, can also drive there. So I think that just being back here, good weather, everything that goes with it, and then it's a dream come true being able to play here. Me and my friends, and when I was in high school, we used to talk about coming up to the Staples Center then, in crypto now, but playing in front of the fans here. It seems like it's bigger than basketball. Being home and having my family be able to come to a lot more games. I'm just happy. I'm really happy.
Hey, Norm, Law Murray at The Athletic. First, wanted to ask you about, you mentioned this team obviously has Paul and Kawhi, and there's a part of that team where you're a part of those guys, but that wasn't the case tonight, So, like, when you work out, when you train, being on the ball, like, how do you feel as far as your comfort level knowing you're the guy that teams are going to game plan for, and you're the guy who might have to step up with the playmaking?
Well, I train, to be one of the best. I want to be in a position where PG and Kawhi are at. That's what I train to be. I want to be an all-star. I want to get to that level. I want to achieve everything I can and get everything I can out of this. That's why I push myself so hard. That's why I work so hard. I think I'm ready for that, to be in that role as a primary guy. That's why I go out there and try to prove every single night, that I can hold my own against the best in the world. But also, it's about winning for me, not only achieving those individual goals, but achieving them as a team is what's most important. But I train that way, to go out there and show that I can be one of the guys that they can rely on each and every night, to help get wins. And I think that's what's kept me in this league, that mentality, of always trying to improve, always trying to prove to yourself and to everybody, that I can be more than what anybody expects.
You've been traded before, but what's it like to be traded with Robert this time?
I think it's good, last time, being traded just by myself going in, not really know anybody in the organization, a few people in passing, Dame, CJ's really close with my trainer, Austin Diggs. So there was some comfort level there. But definitely better, to have somebody to go through things with and talk about, their experience when they got the call and getting settled and everything like that. You're kind of going through the same process, asking them where you're trying to stay, how you feel about everything. It's good to have somebody to go through that stuff with you. But I've been through it before. So I think the first trade from your original team is always the toughest. But like I said, it's good to have somebody to go through the whole fire with you.